Goal machine FOLARIN Balogun returns to Arsenal. He's been on loan at Reims and definitely he's now back to the club Arsenal. Hello everyone and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss sort of whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right up here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Karl. So guess who we're talking about? We're talking about FOLARIN Balogun. So who is FOLARIN Balogun in the first place? And if you're an Arsenal fan, you definitely know who this gentleman is and how good he has been on loan. He went on loan and how good he has been playing over there, and why Mikel Arteta definitely right about now is saying he definitely needs his boy again. Anyway, some of the loanees that have been away from the club have performed quite well when they've come back to the club. The likes of William Saliba and William Saliba, after being loaned away from Arsenal, he had not played even a few games for Arsenal, any games for Arsenal, but he went on loan and he came back as a magician. He definitely played well when he was back. So a little bit about this gentleman, FOLARIN Jelly Balogun. He is a professional football player who plays as a striker for League One club Reims on loan from Premier League club Arsenal. Born in the United States, he represents England at youth international level. You hope remember that there was a bit of confusion in there. The fact that he was born in the United States. United States sent a few requests for him to play, and also England also sent a request for him to play. So there was a bit of confusion in there, but him personally likes England and he would like to play for England. So he's 21 years of age, born on the 3rd of July, and that was 2001 in New York City in the United States. Current teams, he plays for Reims, and that's Stade de Reims. His shot number is 29, I must say, and he's a good forward. Also, the English national team, and that was under 21 football team. And he joined in 2022 Middlesbrough FC on loan from Arsenal. And nationality, as I told you, he's got two nationalities: he's English and also he's American. And not forgetting that he's 1.78 meters tall. So Balogun is a good striker, I must say. He is a wonderful striker, and everybody knows that he is a good striker, and the fact that he scored plenty of goals away at Reims right about now is seen as a very, very, very good one, because looking at statistics and how he's managed to play of recent, definitely managing to score more than 15 goals and made 2 assists and stuff. Definitely away in France, at Reims, definitely he's played quite well, and Arsenal are looking at different options on whether to make sure that he can stay at the club Arsenal, because he's got 2 years contract, and he has said his options of remaining at the club. He said he wants, first of all, he wants first club football, but there will be a bit of competition from Edin Ketia and Gabriel Jesus. So who is going to play? Is it gonna be Edin Ketia, or is it gonna be Gabriel Jesus? So it's going to be a bit tough for. It's going to be a bit tough for him if he ends up at Arsenal with a bit of competition. But the fact that he's managed to score more than 15 goals the last season, definitely 2022-2023, that shows you that even when he gets to Arsenal, he will perform. Undoubtedly, there isn't any reason as to why this gentleman shouldn't perform. I think it's going to be a good. He's going to be on good form at Arsenal, because he's done it before when he's been in the League One club Reims. And talking about current form, he's been playing brilliantly, I must say. So that competition, I think, shouldn't scare him away, but he should understand that it's not going to be an easy run for him. So the lacks of AC Milan are interested in him, and Arsenal could be seeing an opportunity of selling this gentleman and possibly buying other football players with the likes of AC Milan that are interested in this gentleman. Lots of European clubs are interested in signing Balogun, but he says instead of Arsenal loaning him again, because he's been loaned to Middlesbrough, he's been loaned to Reims. He's come out and said instead of Arsenal loaning him, they should sell him, and he can be a big priority in a big club, because very many clubs are interested in him. Very many big clubs want to sign him. So if Arsenal cannot find the importance of this gentleman, then they should let him go. They should not spoil his future by just loaning him here and there, because he's right about now proved that uh, he's not just to be loaned. Because if you're loaning a football player like him, then you're losing out. If Arsenal cannot give him first team football, then let the gentleman be sold. Let him be sold. But I think as Arsenal is looking at depth right about now, I think he could be of use to the club Arsenal, as depth is something they are looking to tackle in. But also, Arsenal is lying down in a few more positions, selling some of the football players and buying uh, fresh talent, and those ones that those buying football players that Mikel Arteta thinks that will work for the club, will be good for the club. That should be the best idea. Anyway, let us know where you're watching from, in which part of the world you're watching from, so that you don't know me, certain whatever. We've definitely got to bring to you right up here at the Arsenal chapter, as we talk sport and as we talk Arsenal, as a lot is happening. And I mean, a lot is happening. The summer transfer window is 3 months. Many of the players will go, and many are going to be bought. Now the question is, who is going to be bought, and who is leaving, and who must leave? Is there a football player that you definitely think has not done great in the season, during the season, or even should have been sold in the general transfer window, and is still there? You can let us in the comment section. But also, Arsenal need to buy, strengthen the club, strengthen their options, as you already know. The impact that the football players that Arsenal has bought. You can see Alexander Zinchenko, who was bought by Mikel Arteta, definitely came in and brought about a big impact on the club. And you can also see the likes of Gabriel Jesus, who's also brought big impact, quite a big impact on the club. Gabriel Jesus has quite a big number of football players who have been bought, and they have helped in helping Arsenal finish where it finished last season. So the same thing should be done. But right about now, I think more football players is what the club should be focusing on, and better quality. It's just like getting a finished product. That's what Arsenal needs, not building, because Arsenal has got all the young talent that is built for itself. Now they need an external force. They need something from outside that's very, very good. If they need a good football player, they need good football players from outside that will come and do the job, do a good job. Anyway, Balogun has been at Arsenal. He's played for Arsenal, been loaned to Middlesbrough, been loaned to Club Brugge. Reims has been loaned at Stade de Reims, and definitely he's played quite well. They are scoring a number of goals, and that's the reason as to why many clubs are interested in him as we speak. As clubs are saying, he definitely needs to go there. As also, Reims has been looking at different options on, has been exploring different options on having him on permanent deal, because he scored very many goals for them. They would want to sign him on permanent deal, but I don't think Arsenal is going to allow him to sign a permanent deal with with Reims, because Reims' deal is definitely done, and his in the contract that he signed with in the contract that Reims signed with Arsenal, there was no option of buying. It was just a loan with absolutely no option of buying, and that's also another strategy that Arsenal has always used. It takes the football players from where they gain the momentum they need to have, and they come back much better. And we've seen that a couple of times, and now it's right here again. But Arsenal is looking at getting this done, getting this transfer done, but uh, finishing with this gentleman, making sure he stays at the club, making sure no club gets him. But there could be clubs that are willing to inject in a lot of money in this gentleman, making sure that they can have him on long term. And because he also said he's looking at playing fast club football, and he might not achieve it at the club Arsenal because of the high competition that is definitely there. So we could see a few things happening with Floran, with FOLARIN Balogun, and we think the fact that he's a good striker and Arsenal is looking for a better option, possibly. If Mikel Arteta thinks he is that option that the club definitely needs, they are going to let him stay. They are going to make sure, try by all means, that he definitely stays at the club, and I think it's going to be quite good, because Arsenal needs a few more goals. If he can get to Arsenal and bags around 20 goals for the club Arsenal, because Arsenal has better football players than Reims. Definitely start the Reims is a smaller club than Arsenal, and he's managed to score against big clubs, and that definitely means if he elevates to a bigger club and he's playing with all these good football players like Ben White in the defense, and going into the midfield, you've got also brilliant football players. You've got Tomiyasu Takahiro, definitely with the striking also packed in there with very good football players. Definitely, I think that's something he would like to share history with. So it can be ruled out. It cannot be ruled out that he's going to stay at the club, but there are very big chances that, despite the fact that he's coming back to Arsenal, uh, he's going to be sold, because he's at high market, and possibly maybe Mikel Arteta doesn't see the qualities that he definitely wants in a football player, and that's why he could be sold. But uh, nothing has been concluded just as yet about his future, whether he's being sold or not. But for a fact, what we know, he's a good football player, and there is a big competition for him. Whether Arsenal will let him go or will have him is something that we will bring to you in case the final decision is made, as we have confirmed to you that he's parting ways with Reims, with Stade the Reims is parting ways with them because of various reasons, but mainly the biggest reason is because he's out of contract, as he signed a contract until 2023, June 2023. So he's out of contract, and right about now he's looking for where to go, if not to permanently remain at the club Arsenal. And for this to happen, Arsenal has to be. For this to happen, Arsenal definitely has to. For this to happen, Arsenal definitely has to be uh, to be willing to give him enough gameplay. And I think it's gonna be a great job if Arsenal can have him alongside Gabriel Jesus, so that definitely he can have few options, as you saw what happened to Gabriel Jesus with those injuries. A better option has to be available just in case. And the fact that he does not want to be an option, he wants to be a main football player, he can be sat and talked to, because he can get better wages at the club Arsenal if he just performs quite well a little bit more. Anyway, which part of the world are you watching from? Just make your point, subscribe, ring that notification bell. My name is Abu Carls as I bring to you the latest about Arsenal in this transfer window. Make it a point, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you and goodbye for now.